Paddy and Tygrr just having some fun, picking some words, then the pictures get done. We share it with each other and we laugh. Type in some words, let the madness unwrap. MidJourney Madlibs, nothing gets clearer. That's the show, it just keeps getting weirder. MidJourney Madlibs, nothing gets clearer. That's the show, it just keeps getting weirder.
Oh my gosh. What on earth?
Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please come in and make yourself at home. My name is Paddycake. Welcome to Paddycake Games and the next episode of MidJourney Madlibs. And with me, as always, my best friend and co-host, Brent. How you doing today?
I'm feeling fancy.
Fancy. Nice. All right. Well, I'm feeling pretty good, too. We're not going to waste any time. Let's get right into it. You guys know how this works, and if you don't know how it works, here's how it works. We send each other Madlibs. We send each other the answers to go into the Madlibs. We then take the sentences. We run them through MidJourney. We create a series of art. We get together. We share it with each other, and we laugh. And that's the show. And we hope you like it. And if you do like it, look down below the video. There's a button just for you. It's a thumbs up button. It just means you like the video. Go ahead and click on that. And then right next to it, you might as well click on subscribe as well. And then if you're doing that, you might as well do the trifecta and ring the notification bell. That lets you know when new videos get posted to the channel. And then if you want to come be part of the community and hang out with us, you can come and join the Discord. Look in the description of the video. There's a link to a Discord. We have a really cool community. You should come and hang out with us. And you can see all the art from the show the next day. It all gets uploaded onto the Discord. There's a whole thread for it under the MidJourney Madlibs chat room. And yeah, you can see everything, even the stuff we cut from the show. And then if you'd like to help out the channel in other ways than liking and subscribing, you can always join the channel. Just click on the join button and you can see the two different tiers of membership. We have 2 tiers. You get stuff early, you get unedited stuff. So yeah, check it out if you like, or not. I don't really care. All right, I'm first tonight. Now I've been very happy with the Madlibs this week. You gave me really funny Madlibs and I got relatively funny art out of it, so I'm kind of happy.
Well, speaking of fancy.
Yeah, speaking of fancy. So my Madlib tonight is called The Boys and the Band. And this was the synonyms theme. So every word you sent me, I had to give a word that meant the same thing. Can you sing and soar like a superstar?
You betcha. Really? That's what you got. Okay. I just think.
Anyway,
remember this later, but okay.
Are you a boy between the ages of 12 and 40 plus 40? Also, is your head made out of sliced ham? Because that would be helpful as well.
Maybe this is just to paint. And is boy one of my words or
no? It's from the Madlib.
Okay.
I don't know how I ended up getting this from this prompt, but I did. And it was so weird and interesting that it had to be the one that was chosen.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just like her head just turns into sliced ham.
Yeah.
If so, then come down to Zukigad Acres Mall this Sunday to audition for a hideous new boy band.
Ugly. Okay. And Zuki Gads, I like it.
Yeah, Gadzooks was the word he gave me. And of course, I had to give them the synonym of Gadzooks. And what's the synonym of Gadzooks? There's no synonym. So I just made it Zuki Gads. Anyway.
And this outfits and hair. And are they a band?
I don't know. But this one just made me giggle because the weird faces they were making, they're almost like blow-up doll faces.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And kind of puppetish.
Yeah. It also looks very like stop-motion animation. The new ruminants on the block. Producers are seeking the following.
Because it was goats, right?
Yeah.
And it's still got the goats.
Yeah.
Climbing a tomato plant, tomato tree.
And
I
singing
don't know,
his heart out. He's singing.
It looks like a
singing
garden vegetable that has now got like a trunk.
Yeah, it does look like that. But he is living the dream of being in the boy band. He is singing his heart out. Also, I noticed that every goat we had in pictures this week in our Madlibs had 5 legs, including this one.
Oh, that's why they're so stable.
The dream boat. So remember, this is what they're seeking. They're seeking the following. The dream boat.
Okay, so they're building the band. Okay.
Yes, they're building the band. The dream boat. Raise the temperature 12 degrees.
That looks more than a dozen.
So this is another zoom out, of course. I got mostly pictures of boats. And in the honorable mentions, I have several of the pictures of boats because some of them I just thought were really, really cool looking boats. I didn't get anything that was really weird or interesting. It was just pictures of boats. So I decided I added a little bit more weird, a little bit more chaos, and I got this center picture, which is like a boat that was bursting through like a wall of water with a bunch of newspapers around it. I was like, that's weird and interesting. I wonder what else is happening in this picture. And so I zoomed it out again.
Jumped another boat.
Yeah, so I zoomed it out, and apparently it's jumping out of an existing boat, which is even more interesting. This hunk melts patellas with his adhesive voice.
That's so bizarrely weird.
He's like, I sketched what my muscles look like, and for some reason my crotch is entirely made out of hair.
Or, like, I'm just picturing, like, muscles. Like, it's just all the muscles. But
Yeah.
technically a penis isn't a muscle except for at the base.
No, it's just tissue. But, yeah, also, like, his skin is partially, or maybe he just painted it on himself, possibly, because it does have sort of an art feel to it with the way the abdomen is drawn on the paper in front of him. So maybe he just painted it on himself.
That's an interesting pose.
Also, I will have you know that this prompt gave me almost exclusively thirst traps.
Okay.
The picture box next door. This cutie must lightly run like an angel. You know, I'm a sucker for cute dogs. But
Wow. The mirrors.
I would totally name this dog Dumbo.
Yeah. So
Because it's got
I'm
those
trying
ears.
to figure out what this is. Is this like a basset hound and a chihuahua?
I don't know. It's a rat dog.
Or a basset hound and a Pomeranian?
What's funny about this prompt is I got mostly, actually almost exclusively, pictures of children dressed as angels. So I asked it for, I had the no command, no children. And it gave me exclusively cats and dogs. So if you ever want just a really cute picture of a dog or a really cute picture of a cat, ask it to give you a cutie with no children, and you'll get a cute picture of an animal. So this cutie must lightly run like an angel and dance like your neighbor, that skittish Mexican guy. So is this a child or is this a little person? Because the face looks like an adult.
Kind of. Yeah.
But-
I'm not sure.
And what is this? Is this, who's this
But
guy?
he also has very small feet.
He does. Oh, I
So
never
maybe
noticed
they're
how,
just small-footed people.
just how small his feet actually are. My goodness.
I mean, hers are tiny too, but
Yeah.
I mean, she's shorter. Very
It's just-
weird.
It's very strange. And I was just
What
wondering,
word was that?
Victor.
Oh. Oh.
So it was a name.
Wow.
The bad boy. This rebel needs a bad attitude, an experience rapping, or break bobbing.
Okay. What's on his nose now?
I don't know.
What kind
But
of gun is that?
I don't know.
Jeez.
It almost looks like it has like that crockware with the blue pattern on it. Like it's
I mean,
on the
yeah.
side.
I feel like there might be things glued to it to give it a new vibe.
It's very couture.
It's like the kind of bedazzled, but not bedazzled per se. And then that thing behind him, what is that thing?
Don't know.
I think I know that guy.
It feels like, I mean, it definitely is another form of weapon, but I just don't know what type of weapon it is. The goofball. This adorable wildcat must look good in hats and be comfortable posturing the harmony. And this is one of the many adorable kittens wearing hats that I got for this prompt. This one was my favorite. The baby one. Sorry. The baby one.
How many guys are in this band?
This is the last one. This is the last one. The baby one. There's always a baby one. This groundswell size singer must appeal to little sisters, so ticket sales stay slightly overweight.
Okay. He is quite precocious. He must be able to sing his little butt off.
Oh my god.
Because every now and then there'll be a small kid who actually can really belt it out. They have good enunciation.
That is the end of the Madlib, but we're not quite done. We've got some honorable mentions to look at.
Oh my.
If so, then come down to Zukigad Acres Mall this Sunday to audition for a hideous new boy band.
Oh my goodness. Like, this is a group of friends who got together to make their own boy band.
But the way they dress, I mean, they all look like they're coming from a high school production of Aladdin.
Or Sinbad.
Or Sinbad, yes, or something like that. Also, one of them might be two-headed. This is some examples of the unusual ships that I got from the Dreamboat. Raise the temperature a dozen degrees.
So they're smogging out the boat.
Yeah, it's just this weird square curtain around the boat, which I thought was
they're
interesting.
hotboxing.
I guess. I thought this one was really cool.
And not quite steampunk. It's almost like pirate core.
Yeah. It's very... It also is very Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Because they have...
Final Fantasy,
they have a lot of
Spelljammer,
things like... Yeah, it's very Spelljammer as well. Dance like your neighbor,
Victor.
that skittish Mexican guy. He doesn't seem very skittish to me.
Mexican
He
guy.
seems pretty loud and outspoken.
Well, maybe he's... You know how like some people who are shy, once they finally like get around people that they can like let their hair down, so to speak, or dandelion feathers or whatever's going on with that hat. Maybe like he just felt so free that finally
He could just let out a primal scream.
you can do it, Victor.
And there we
my.
go. This groundswell size singer must appeal to little sisters, so ticket sales stay slightly overweight.
Okay. I don't know if this is the baby they were thinking of, but
Yeah, so yeah, this is the baby one. But yeah, it's a groundswell size singer, so it's a hill size singer. And anyway, boobies.
I don't know, lots of babies.
Big
Girlfriend.
boobies. All right, that is the end of my Madlib
Thank you.
tonight.
That's how I wanted to enter Madlib.
Yes, I'm ending my Madlib on boobies, as it should. All right, well, before we get to your Madlib, I think we need to have a word from our sponsors.
If you thought desserts had peaked, you thought wrong.
Introducing casserole and cream ice cream. A full meal in a cone.
It tastes like Thanksgiving. And it shouldn't.
It's like if Grandma's green bean casserole fell in love with a scoop of vanilla, and they had a baby, made of ambition and regret.
I ate a whole bowl. Then I blacked out and painted 17 portraits of meatloaf. This ice cream changed me.
Casseroles. Warm, comforting, slightly mysterious. Cream. Cool, smooth, emotionally stable. Together, they defy the laws of dinner and dessert.
It's unsettling. It's courageous. It's delicious.
Casserole and cream ice cream. From the ice cream artisans who brought you Lady Shablagoo's Lemon Confection. Available in these limited edition flavors. Mac and Maple Madness. Chicken Pot Gelato. Tuna Noodle Surprise Swirl. Grandma's a Midnight Mystery. Because flavor doesn't need your permission.
All right, welcome back. It's time for Brent's Madlib.
And
I'm excited,
it's a surprise. Patrick doesn't even know what it's called.
It's not even sharing his screen yet, so I have no idea.
And
he
this is from Adult Madlibs.
Okay.
Which is your man a catch? And I think Patrick did do some Madlibs from this earlier on in the series.
Yeah, probably during season 1 and 2.
And I'm hoping that he didn't do this one. And if he did, I'm going to be like, wow, we need to do these side by side and see. But I don't think he did. So this one is the Metrosexual.
Oh, my. I don't think we have done this one. I don't think. That doesn't sound familiar.
And I sent Patrick an email that I told him not to open this at the beginning of this Madlib because this gives him his words plus the antonym. So he kind of knows what I'm saying whenever I'm reading the story. Check the following humdrum list to see if your man is a little bit too much into himself. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this one is not.
No, not at all.
He seems very down. I mean,
he seems
I like
very
his style.
He seems very humdrum.
Yeah, very. He uses a lot of maple syrup in his hair before going out.
Gross. Oh my god, I'm just imagining what that feels like, and I just want to. It's awful.
There were a lot of great pictures from this, but I thought this one was the best. I'm like, he overdid the wet look.
Oh, absolutely. So, how did you get maple syrup? So my word that I gave him, guys, was rubbing alcohol. How did you get maple syrup from rubbing alcohol?
Maple syrup is sweet, whereas alcohol is definitely not sweet. It's astringent, you know.
Right.
And alcohol, like, you can use alcohol to dry things out. You can use it to, like, get adhesives off, whereas maple syrup is sticky.
Yeah. Okay, makes
sense. I mean, you suspect he waxes his kneecap. I think he's got worse problems.
Oh, he has so many worse problems.
Or is that you? I'm not sure. Like, I mean, are you? I'm assuming that the person who's reading this article, so to speak, possibly would be a girl, and checking to make sure her guy,
right?
But a girlfriend. If you're worried about him waxing his knees, and you look like that,
yeah, sweetie, get a grip.
Self-care.
You got to get some. Yeah, get a self-care routine. Possibly check to make sure you're still alive. Actually,
maybe even professional care. He starts grooving when he hears Bob Ross singing.
Oh, that's great.
I love it. He's painting as he sings.
Yeah, he's like young Bob Ross.
Mm-hmm. But this is the biopic version. The musical biopic.
Right, that's it. The musical biopic.
What is it? Tiny
Bob
Little
Ross.
Trees? Tiny Little Strokes? What?
Happy Little Trees.
He knows the difference between his pipe and his water hose. Or not.
or maybe they're one and the same. But I love the fact that he's obviously smoking from this hose, but the smoke is coming out of his ears.
Or his glasses?
Or the edge of his glasses, maybe, yeah.
Maybe it's connected. I don't know. It's weird. I'm not getting a lot of metrosexual vibes, but...
No, not really.
He showers 66 times a day and has been known to take a bath in milk.
Oh my gosh. And he just has to show off his Starbucks coffee and his face cream
whatever.
or something.
Yeah. Still not getting a lot of metrosexual vibes from him.
No, not at all. I'm getting very much like suburban dad,
It's funny because the way everything in this picture is, like, I think he did it on purpose, but it's made to look like he's standing. I mean, he's laying down. I mean,
Yeah, but like the towel is attached to the wall and has like a wire in it to hold it up, and he has like
whatever that
something
painting
like
is, looks like it's that direction.
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
He owns more than 10 pairs of mud puddles.
Owns them. Those are weirdly circular mud puddles.
Well, I mean, once you buy, steal, conquer, I don't know, one of the mud puddles, then you have to cultivate it. He can tie his necktie 0 ways.
0 ways. Like he can't tie it at all.
Well, I mean, you gave me one, and I'm like,
No, it's the opposite of one. Nothing. Yeah, but he just has 0 ways. He just can't tie a necktie at all. Poor guy. He's helpless.
and apparently he doesn't have a shirt.
Yeah, like the shirt. He only has the collar. That's it. Nothing else.
He attends goldfish events instead of Wi-Fi games.
I guess the event is you just walk around with a goldfish in a bowl.
Those goldfish events are cool. Really, gotta be careful. Don't
Right?
bump me.
So it's interesting that the word I gave you was horse, and you came up with the opposite of a horse is a goldfish. That's an interesting leap, and I'm curious how your brain worked for that.
They're obviously small. I mean, because a horse could be a pet.
True.
I can't remember all the reasoning I had. I had really good reasons at the time. Like some of them obvious, like the Wi-Fi versus frayed cable. That was like
Yes. That's yeah.
He buys his Oreos based on color, not its bird beak performance.
Well, those Oreos are certainly performing with some bird beaks.
I'm just having plain Oreos.
I've never had blue Oreos before. I'm very curious what they might taste like.
I don't know, like golden Oreos are already vanilla, so
Right. So, fish finger to bird beak. That's funny.
and this may be one of the best instances of the season. He secretly wants to be a hair poacher.
That is amazing. And not very good camouflage. Because he stands out with that big red hair and beard.
But I want to say that's why you can wear orange vests. Because the animals that you're trying to get don't see it anyway. So,
Oh, well, true.
I'm hoping he doesn't need to wear an orange vest. Kind of the end. Not really.
Of course, we have the dishonorable mentions, which seem to show legs without a body in one and a body without legs in another.
He uses a lot of maple syrup in his hair before going out.
What?
And what else?
He uses a lot more than maple syrup. Good friggin' Lord!
Maybe
All right.
he has to use a maple syrup to keep the peacock falling off. Oh, he knows the
pipe.
difference between his pipe and his water hose. I don't care. I don't want him around. Girl, he is definitely not a
my gosh.
metrosexual, but he might be a serial killer. He showers 66 times a day and has been known to take a bath in milk.
I sure hope he cleans up after himself.
I'm like, is he inside of that big splash? He attends goldfish events instead of Wi-Fi games. So do they
Okay.
wear like masks?
Okay. This is like an album cover.
You're not wrong. And I feel like the zoom out would also be an album cover.
Oh, really? Oh, it most certainly would. That's so weird.
He secretly wants to be a hair poacher.
Wow.
So this
I
is
mean-
good on its own.
It's an interesting hairdo. What?
Now these are what I call the tame ones.
Okay. Well, they're okay. The guy at the bottom left. Come on, man. There comes a time when you just got to let the dreads go.
But it is still kind of cool looking in a way. But and then you got this guy here, which incidentally I tried in the style of Shel Silverstein and didn't quite get it, but I liked the result.
It's cute.
And
And then
the
guy,
red-haired kid.
the red-haired kid with the big slab fist hand.
I know what's going on there.
He looks like he's holding like a. It looks like a butterfly,
Garbage
but it
bag.
also kind of looks like a two blades or something. Like he's about to just cut his hair off. Oh, man, fabulous!
They all went in different directions, but like
That monkey is fabulous with that long, luxurious green hair, and then just as fabulous is dude next to him. The blowback. Oh my gosh.
that is some work. Oh,
Oh, you
And-
got a thirst trap too.
so this is one of the first times I've ever put in the honorable mentions a potential title card. But the reason I put this in my okay, no, he's not. He's all the way gay.
Right? Trust me, we know. We can smell our own.
He's a dress girl. But this is also kind of funny because like that'd be a funny name for a bar.
The Metrosexual. That would be a cool name for a bar.
And there you have it. I mean, some of that hopefully will
Metrosexual.
make it in there. I thought it turned out to be way funnier than I thought.
All right. Let's go ahead and get ready to introduce the wheel.
Hi, I'm the wheel. And you are?
Hi, Wheel. I'm the host. That's right. It's time to spin the wheel to find out what our art themes are going to be like in next week's episodes of MidJourney Madlib. So we are reaching the end of the half season. So we have next week's episodes, and then we're going to be taking a break for about a month or so. And then we'll be back for the second half of the season. But we're going to spin this 4 times, twice for me and twice for Bent, but we're going to alternate. And that's going to tell us who we're going to have to do for our artists. And then we also have 2 style blend possibilities. Oh, well, they're going to be ramping up as we go because they don't go away.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the chances of us not having at least one style blend is
Very low.
like 4 to 1 or 3 to 1.
All right, Brent. Let's spin for you first. Your first artist for next week is... It's a style blend like we expected. Okay, so let's find out who your actual artist is. Fritz Siebel, the illustrator. Illustrators are cool. All right, and you have to blend that with... Steampunk.
Oh,
Steampunk Fritz
that's a new
Siegel.
addition to our style blends.
Yeah, that's new. Nice. That's
like
going to
it.
be really interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
my first art theme for next week is going to be...
Is he gonna get drugged? He's gonna get drugged.
I'm gonna get Drucker! I'm so excited. More Drucker, the cartoonist from Mad Magazine. I'm so happy. He was one of my picks for this season. All right. Your second artist is going to be...
And honestly, both of them are great.
Well, you get to blend them. All right, so let's spin again. Find out what your artist is.
Yep.
Arthur Hacker. And you have to blend Arthur Hacker with I can actually see this working. Beatrix Potter.
Oh. Wait, what was Hacker?
He's the very religious looking art.
Oh, wow. So I'm going to have a bunch of bunnies with halos.
That's going to be great. All right. All right. So we know what my last artist is going to be, but let's spin it once to see if I get a style blend. I do. All right. So Robert.
Okay, I can
Blackley.
honestly say that we have never had an entire style blend week.
That's true. Well, we don't have them all style blending because I got just one artist by himself.
Oh.
I got Mort Drucker by himself.
Oh,
All right, but this is my style blend. I have to blend them with the Spirit Halloween store. That's gonna be
and
really
which one
weird.
is he?
Robert Gwathmey.
Oh. Ooh.
Yes. So very, very bold lines, almost looking like stained glass windows. All right, so that's gonna be our themes for next week's episodes of MidJourney Madlibs.
Well, after all of that confusion, it is time for us to bid you adieu. Not a chew. And we have 3 style blends next week, plus a classic crazy artist.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited I got Mort Drucker. Ah!
I'm like, he
This
deserved it. But, so you really have to come back. I know this isn't the finale, but it's like the mid-season finale, so it still has that. We're gonna punch you in the face with excitement and laughter, hopefully.
You're really selling it there, Brent.
Subscribe, set your alarm bells so that we can pop in right at the right time in your life to make you happier or sadder, whatever floats your boat.
All right, this closing is going on far too long. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Heart in my throat, practice my break, Bob. And my Mariah Carey, no security, look confused. I said I'm here to slay for the new ruminants on the block. Audition day, the hideous but hot like a fever dream in denim. Raise the temp by 12 degrees just by standing near them. They know kneecaps with a wink, their voices make you sleep. They like me run like angels, bounce on bass with heavy feet. They rap, they break dog, they moonwalk on glass. And I wanna be the newest ruminant with sass. Cause when ticket sales are slightly overweight, you know the vibes are great. Saw a guy named Pat, hair shaped like a hawk. He had a falsetto that made toddlers walk. Another dude named Greg had sparkly rubber shoes and sang a love song to a salad bar with blues. One guy wore a cape and quoted Nietzsche in a beat, and I knew I'd never match that kind of avant-garde heat.